What is up, folks? Oh, goodness. Welcome back to another live stream repair. We are going to change things up just a tiny bit. Normally, Tuesdays when we feel like it are like TTS Tuesdays, but everybody really liked, myself included, joining the Discord voice chat and just hanging out and chatting in there while we work on stuff instead of all the TTS delays and what have you. So, feel free to join my Discord server. I'm going to put a link in the live chat on YouTube. Beautiful. And looks like we got Stefan with us. Welcome back. So, really quick, for those curious about the battery that we did on this iPad Air 2 yesterday, I charged it up all the way last night and unplugged it and have been coming in here all the time and waking it back up to try to drain the battery. I don't have the passcode. I'm not going to ask them for it. But the battery does seem to be working perfectly great. We're at 98% after me messing with it all night and all day today so far. We're going to put this back together later today. In the meantime, we have got a bunch of homepods. Boy, do we have homepods. Yeah. I also was trying to fix a couple more logic boards last night before bed, and of course I didn't get any of them working. But I only tried like 4 boards. Okay. Oh yes. What's in my mailbox? We got something for me today too. What did we get? Not 1, but 2! 2 new T6 bits from iFixit. My favorite bits to ever have existed. Nothing comes close. I haven't tried the Linus Tech Tips stuff yet, but all that other crap out there pales in comparison. Oh, this is going to be an absolute pleasure today. You want to put me in a good mood? Give me new screwdriver tips. Alright, I think that's enough. Clean up over here. Who are we going to take care of first here? We've got to come back to 3581 here. We've got a couple that we have to come back to. Let me go grab my parts pod for this. Let's see. Logic board. I had a... Oh, here it is. Yes. Okay, so I've got a good working space gray logic board for 3581 here. Let's get their name up on the screen. And let them know that it has been a minute since we have... looked at this one, so let's shoot him a message.
Stefan said, does this work?
No, we're not TTSing today. Hold on. Now you got me digging around my settings. I don't want to deal with TTS today. Actually, I'll just... Oops. I closed the Discord altogether. There we go. Where is the setting to turn off? There we go. Alright, no TTS. It's annoying, and if you want to talk, you can use your big old voice. I know you got one. 3581. Alright. Nice. Let's get a link. Give me the links. Okay, we've messaged 3581. Let's get a few other names up on the screen here. Who else do we have? It's gonna be 3587. Theirs was a software brick. It's been testing fine. They opted for the hardware maintenance, so we'll do that next here. 3587. Let's message them really quick. Beautiful. Who else? We've got 3603. That's an anonymous with no power. Let's see, and then... 3599 with no base. Oh, that's Chris. That's going to be Chris with no base. And then we've got Zach with no power. 3580 with no power. 3590 with bad DC filters. 3595 is a brick. And we've got Ramona. We've got a second HomePod from Ramona. We're not going to have room for all of these today. There we go. Oof. Okay. Without further delay, let's get started. We already attempted a software restore on this poor little HomePod. Unfortunately, it pointed to there being an issue with the main logic board. And we've gotten another logic board working and ready to use here for them. So before we just put this back together, we are going to take it apart all the way and do a little bit of hardware maintenance. We want to prevent a couple of common issues, notably no power, death farts, base issues, what have you. That involves a new set of DC filters every time. That involves also a new Schottky diode if it's got one that's within the known bad date range. We'll give it a new subwoofer gasket, a solid rubber piece to replace the old foam stuff that'll fall apart. Anything else that stinks? Probably not, but that should be about it for this and probably most of the HomePods today. We tend to just kind of replace all of the same parts that tend to fail in every single HomePod. Because I don't want to get something back that for a different issue. If we've already fixed it, we've already had it, we've already been there and missed it. Alright, this one's being a massive turd. There we go. Absolute nugget. Oh, you gotta connect for your Xbox, eh? Man, I remember people couldn't get rid of theirs. I mean, still, you can find those things kicking around on the streets around here. I am missing a tool. Ah, here we go. You paid $50 for that dude? I could have made money. I could have made a profit selling and shipping you a Connect all the way to Serbia. I could have made a happy profit. I probably make more money than I do fixing a HomePod. Those things are literally a dime a dozen. Like, people will pay you to take them. $50, rough. But hey, at least it works and you're happy. All right. We've got a 36K dated diode, so we don't need to worry about that. It looks like the only thing this board is going to need are some new filters. Oh, Stefan, you're driving me nuts. Ah, now I closed Discord. I can't change my voice settings, apparently. Oh, I've got the search going there. Voice and video. Noise suppression, none. There. Oh, I closed Discord again. This is so stupid. I hate this. Where's the frickin' save button? Why is there no save or leave or exit the settings button? Oh, it's there. It's just broken. Alright, well, it's good to know that it's not my fault that this is not working. There we go. How do you close it? Yeah, how do you close Discord? Messing me up here big time, pal. You get one more. Oh, good mahogany grief. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. All right. My room's a freaking mess. Everything I touch is load bearing. Oh, these new bits work so well. Really? Yeah, but is that where... Hold up. Okay, so one thing that's interesting is this ribbon cable is torn. I'm actually wondering if that is what was causing their issues this whole time. Where is their... No, because I tried restoring their logic board after the fact. And we tried another logic board in this, and that worked. Let me make sure that that tear isn't where there are any lines, because if there are no lines in that area, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, as far as I can tell, we should be good. Ah, okay. No, we do need to replace this because that connects to... It connects to the microphone board. It connects to a few things along those lines. It's a strange spot for the ribbon cable to tear, though. I'll say that. Alright, we're going to replace this ribbon cable here really quick. And that's where the tear is. If my camera will focus. Of course it won't. The way that it's torn looks like it's always been like that. I don't know. Maybe we did that. Maybe it's always been like that. Maybe that caused their original problem and fried their logic board. And that could explain why it worked with another logic board, but sucks that we couldn't reuse their original board. Let's see. I need another ribbon cable. Here we go. Crux, welcome back, Crux. You got yourself a mini? I like my minis. I mean, you can't compare them to the full-sized HomePod, but they're very good by their own. For what they are, quite an impressive little speaker. And they are absolutely beautiful. I wish they did the colors with the big ones like they did the minis. But that's okay, they just, they hate us. Okay, we've got everything reconnected in there. Everything is stuck down. Not interfering, not going anywhere. Back together we go. I'll go ahead and finish the job so I don't accidentally use this on someone else's HomePod. Go Fast Racing. What is up? Welcome. Welcome to your first HomePod live stream repair. Certainly not our first, but and as is the theme with this HomePod, it's got no shortage of issues. Something isn't sealing properly. The subwoofer is bent to shit. Why? Why is there so much going on with this HomePod? That is okay. We have a fix for this.
Can I get a booyah?
No. No, you can't.
I'll be gone in a second anyway. I'm playing Fortnite with Bam.
Fortnite?
Yeah, with Bam. The ping is terrible though. Right now, we're on European servers. He's on 200 ping.
People still play Fortnite?
Yeah, we still play Fortnite.
Aren't those people like old and going to college and having kids by now?
I mean, Dylan is 30 as well. I'm 31. And we're playing with a German friend. He's 16.
Slayer.
Lynn! What's up?
Hi.
What's up?
It's been a minute.
We got a party going.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alright, is
Nick,
this...
hop on Fortnite with us.
Fortnite what?
Hop on Fortnite with us. Play some Fortnite.
Do you know the last time I picked up a video game, dude?
I can only imagine you're working and having a wife and kid.
Yeah, pretty much. I think the last time I picked up a game was installing something on the Steam Deck so that my wife could play it.
Oh, wow.
We are nice and sealed now.
Nice.
Back together we go. Oh, see, and this is all cracked to crap, too.
Ooh.
I've got enough of these, I'll replace it. This is what Stefan would call HomePod abuse.
Just reassembling it broken or...
I would assume it got dropped and then that's why they they didn't probably correlate it getting dropped to the issues that it had after the fact. Or they texted me and said, yeah, it was dropped, you're a big dummy, of course. And I'm just not reading my notes.
Possible.
Well, this one only took us twice as long as a normal HomePod, and it was already half taken apart. But we got it fixed. We got it fixed, and we can move on to the next one here in a second. What's the next one? Oh, it's going to be boring. It's just some maintenance.
I'm assuming the boring ones are nice, though. Probably a good change of pace.
I don't know. I'm indifferent. Sometimes I do want something more exciting than no power or maintenance, but at the same time, with you know how hard it is to get parts and how expensive they are, you kind of just want to take what you can get.
Exactly. Fair enough. I'm guessing the part pool's starting to dry out now that the gen ones have been discontinued for a while.
It's been discontinued for so long, word goes around that you can fix them, and then, you know, half of them are the blinking volume buttons, and you know, you've got a chance that that's just a software issue, so... What's dumb is, like, routinely people ask more for broken ones than used working ones. But I think that's just because all of the broken ones that go up for sale for less end up getting sold really quickly. So you only see the ones that people are asking too much for.
That makes sense.
But still, 4 years ago, it was easy. You could go online and pick up as many broken HomePods as you wanted for like $60 to $70 or under. And most of them were the same no power issue. It was great.
Yeah. That was probably the main cause of, like, I mean, you starting this whole operation was... That makes sense.
There we go, there we go. All right. So 3581 is all good and ready to go. Let's put that to the side. And grab 3587 here. Oh, what's the keyboard on the right? This keyboard. This is my Tex Shura. It's my Tex Shura. Tex Shura. It's got a track point mouse built in. The Tex Yoda, the older version of this keyboard, was solid aluminum and it had a built-in USB hub as well. But they went plastic and took that out. But they gave you Bluetooth. If you want Bluetooth, that's neat. All right, 3587. We have already given it a software restore. It has been working just fine. And they opted for the hardware maintenance, so we're going to knock that out here. Up next is going to be 3603. They are no power. Let's see. Beautiful. Okay. Let me pull something else up really quick. And okay. Here we go. It's gonna be the usual here. We'll get it apart. We'll see if anything stinks. We'll give it some new DC filters to prevent death farts, a new Schottky diode for the power issues, a new subwoofer gasket since the old foam stuff is, well, yeah, foam. And that should keep this going for as long as possible. Uh-oh, this one's got some broken bits inside as well.
Oh no.
We love to see it here. We don't love to see it here. Yep, that's fantastic. Oh, we got two broken ones here. Jeez.
Ooh.
Kinda surprised that, I don't have any other issues in here. Oh, that's okay. I'll replace it. At the very least, if I run out of these baskets, I can just 3D print more of them. I've already done it. I just don't want to. Ah, it cut me. That's some sharp stuff.
First aid break.
Nah, no blood.
Nice.
Alright. Subwoofer looks good. It doesn't look bent up at all. side. Alright, what does this HomePod's heart desire? Some new filters, of course. A 46K dated diode, of course. Everything else is looking a-okay, fine and dandy. Here we go. Whoa, you get over there. Ooh, yeah, ouch. $300 for a used home pod? That's, I mean, I know I complain about broken pods and parts pricing in the States, but that's rough. Ah, that's a rough spot. I poked myself the other day, taking the trash out, and it happens to be right where my screwdriver rests while we're working. Terraflopper, welcome, welcome. That is accurate as of this moment in time. You'll always want to keep an eye on the website for the most accurate, up-to-date info on repair estimates. There we go. Ooh. I forgot to share the other thing that I got in my mailbox.
Oh?
Do you know what that is? Here's the big hint. That is a box full of Axiotron mod book parts. I am so sorry if I outbid you on eBay for that one, but I had to have it. And goodness, $100, I couldn't pass it up. We are going to move on to the next one. We've got 3603 here with no power. Let's get their name up on the screen and shoot a message to Chris, letting them know that they're coming up soon here. Boopity boop.
Welcome back.
Boopity bop.
You miss.
Stefan,
What?
welcome back. We got a couple. Yeah, we got a couple pods fixed up. Nothing eventful yet, thankfully. These have all been maintenance up to this point. Now we're digging into the actual repairs. Alright, what do we got for this one? Let's plug it into power. Give it a quick sanity check. No lights, no power, no nothing. The kilowatt meter says we're pulling 4 watts from the wall, so that looks like the usual dead diode. This mesh looks like... oh yeah, it is falling apart. Yep. Ooh, boy.
Is that just the theme of this episode? Is they're all crumbling?
Things falling apart, yeah. No, this tends to happen when you use too aggressive of a cleaning solution, or you scrub too hard, or it sat in direct sunlight for too long. It'll cause the layers of the mesh to start to delaminate like this. And you can't fix it. You can only replace it. But it doesn't affect the functionality, so if it's gonna get dirty, I wouldn't worry about keeping it pretty. The ones that are falling apart like this too, we don't want to try to clean it because it'll just fall apart more on us. Gosh, I'm all out of squirt.
I'm going out of context.
What? Stefan, don't be mean. I hope this HomePod works wonderfully after. Close your ears.
The funny thing is, like, unlike on the stream audio, Discord's like background noise rejection rejects like a lot of the screwdriver noises.
Oh, you know what? Let me mess with it one more time. That I have the noise suppression turned off. It's probably just the automatic sensitivity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn the sensitivity down to just above the background noise level, and then it should.
Yeah.
There. So I shouldn't have any background noise still when I'm not talking, but you should hear more come through now when I am not talking as well. We'll see. Make sure to forget half the amp screws. I'm gonna sneak into your house in the middle of the night, Stefan, and I'm gonna swap out your filters with bad ones. I'm gonna fly all the way to Serbia, find where you live, break into your house in the middle of the night, which won't be a problem for me because that's the middle of the day for me. So that's, I won't be tired or nothing. And then I'm going to take your HomePod apart right next to you while you're sleeping. And I'm going to take your perfectly good, still working filters, and I'm going to put 4 of the nastiest filters that I've got. I kept them around just for you. The moment you go to use your HomePod the next morning, it's going to immediately fart so hard that it's going to blow your eardrums out. And then you're going to have to send it in to me for repair.
That is surprisingly intricately thought.
Is there any hardware revision to the original HomePod, or are they all the same? I like that question. It has been asked in different ways a few times, though. Basically, no. All across all first-gen HomePods, they were all put together the same, using the same parts, same methods, same glue, and all that. They had 2 different production runs, but they were both back-to-back, and essentially done the same. In other words, the chances of you having a part inside of your HomePod that might go bad and cause issues is the same no matter what purchase date it has or its serial number or what have you. We've even had a few prototype HomePods sent in to us over the years. Ones that were clearly made before the mass production dates. And they too had the same parts inside and the same failures. The second gen's totally different design, so it's got its own set of issues. But the first gen had no revisions.
I mean, say what you want about Apple. It's like they certainly make shit consistently.
Usually. But you won't. You tend to have to really dig to find out any changes or differences they did make. Like, they're not going to advertise or even make public info the changes in their production runs. Here we go. Up first, a little bit of maintenance. We're going to knock out those DC filters that love to go bad and cause death farts. And then we'll flip it around and replace the diode that went bad and caused their power issues. Fun Nick fact. I cannot whistle breathing out. I have to breathe in to whistle. Fun Nick fact number 2. I can't snap my fingers. My body is an enigma. when I visit, can we play Just Dance? If I don't fall apart. I can't dance. Oh, I lied. I can Dance Revolution. I love Dance Revolution. But the rest of my body, not so much, does not move very well.
So you're exclusively a bottom half dancer?
Yeah. Don't look at whatever the hell my hands are doing.
You know that game with the arrows, Stefan? It has like the 4 arrows, and you have to like hit the arrow when the arrow thing happens. When the thing.
He doesn't
That's
know
what
Dance
Revolution is.
Oh my goodness! Dance DDR is like a that's a classic. It's not just an American thing either. I mean, it's made by a Japanese game company. You thought I was just a torso with arms and a head. You were incorrect. I am actually literally just the waist down. And I'm actually the hands that you see here and the head that you see is actually my secret son. I'm puppeteering him. I'm instructing him. Some say he's my better half. Alright, that's getting weird. Bad joke. Let's get this thing back together. We got some new filters on there. That's for death farts. We got we got a new Schottky diode in there. That'll fix the power issue. Nothing else was stinky. So we'll slap a new subwoofer gasket in there on the way back together. And then we'll move on to, ooh, no bass. Chris with no bass. That'll be a fun one. Hopefully it doesn't stink. Truden, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. As they say, enjoy your stay. Stefan, I had all the amp screws in by the time I saw you joking about forgetting half the amp screws. You'll have to try again later. I would honestly rather put one of these all the way back together and see that I forgot like half of the amp screws than like get it all the way back together and see that I only forgot one. Those are the ones that hurt. Those are the ones where you're like, well, if it was my HomePod, I would say screw it. and just leave it.
Yeah, and then you have to hope that the one that you forgot was not too far in.
Oh no, the only screws I ever forget in these are the ones all the way at the bottom. So it's a guaranteed full tear back down and fix it. But that's okay. That's only like 5-10 minutes of extra work. Granted, it only takes us 15 to 25 minutes to fix each HomePod, but
it's like
not too bad. That's okay. I won't quit over that.
If you want to throw your HomePod off the balcony and test that for us, you're more than welcome to.
Stefan, let me know before you throw it. I want to catch it. And take it home with me. Save it from this abusive household of yours.
If your dad did care about smart home stuff, would he be the home assistant one? Just to continue being bespoke from everybody else.
You think Home Assistant's bespoke? Or you mean bespoke from the rest of the family?
From the rest of the family.
Alright, that doesn't look too bad for the condition it's in. I'd say we didn't make that any worse. I just got a package in the mail from Canada. I don't think I'm expecting anything from up there. I wonder what it could be.
live unboxing?
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's at the UPS store, so I have to go pick it up. So we'll find out tomorrow. But that's a Canadian tracking number.
Interesting.
Alright, we've got Chris here next. And then we're going to look at Zach. Looks like Mike has joined the chat.
I'm having trouble connecting to the...
Welcome, Mike.
Meow.
Meow. Alright. Here we are with Chris's HomePod. Chris has got no bass. No bass, all trouble. What's it got?
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, check the home app.
Yes, that is certainly quite the tin can. Listen. Listen. Ooh! Someone's been in here. I think this is one that I've actually worked on before. If I'm actually not mistaken... Hey. Listen here, funny guy. Chris has sent in HomePods to us before. So this will be interesting. We'll get a good look at how our repairs have held up over the years. When did we fix this one? It looks like we fixed this one like, gosh darn, 3 years ago by now.
That would have been like right at the beginning of this whole thing.
I think we've been going for about 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I think the official launch or whatever was like November 2021.
So 3.5. Yeah, but yeah, shit. Wow.
Yeah, and we're already into April.
How is time even real?
Dude, and the older you get, the faster it just goes by too.
I know it's
You can't help it.
ridiculous.
It's just getting old.
Well, what the hell? Why don't you water cool it?
Ooh, goodness, that is... Chris, I gotta know, what did you put this poor HomePod through? Oh, wow. Top 10 dirtiest HomePods we've had in here so far. Ooh! Ah! My eyes! Okay. Oh, we don't need to do any tricks to get this one back open. It should come apart relatively easily. Man, this thing is gonna need a good brush down. It almost looks, that almost looks like moisture as well. But that might have just been a little humidity and it condensating on there. None of this is going to have anything to do with their issues, though. It's just dirty. Oh, that's not even coming off. What the heck? Okay. Wow, more. Okay. I want to clean up as much of this as I can because I don't want any of it getting inside when we take it apart. Don't forget to brush your HomePods once a night. Alright, that should be good. Yeah, I should be wearing gloves while I work on these, but it will throw me off enough that I'll probably hurt myself with my tools slipping around more than it's worth. It never ends. The dust never ends.
Sounds about right.
Well, at least looks like none of it got inside, so
That's good, at least.
our theory holds true that the glue, when they glue these things together, is absolutely unnecessary, and everything is sealed by the time before it even gets to that layer of glue. I'm talking this part right here, and this glue. You've got a gasket right underneath it that does everything already, so why they glue this down is beyond me. Well, I mean, we all know. We can all speculate that it's just to make it harder to get in. But apparently it was too difficult for Apple themselves because they did away with any glue in the second gen. So this will be interesting. I believe we already replaced the filters in this one. They shouldn't have failed again this, only 3 years later. So I have a feeling we are going to have some sort of random failure, random shorted capacitor on the amplifier here. I don't see any damage on the amplifier board indicating that the filters went bad again. Subwoofer looks and smells perfectly fine. And our main amp chip even looks okay. Wow. I gotta say, our repair looks pretty much exactly as good as the day we left it. We're gonna replace the filters since we have it, and since they have had 3 years of use, we might as well. We've got it apart. It's a couple extra minutes and dollars of time and parts. Oh gosh, that stuff really is everywhere now. Ooh. Let's move over here. Our main amp chip looks good. So let's poke around for shorts around this area. That's about as good as my camera's going to focus on that. I'm sorry, folks. Feel free to sponsor me a new microscope camera, though. We could use one. The first suspect is going to be this black capacitor here. It's a 22 microfarad. And that looks just fine. Let's make sure it's got ground. Of course it does. The next culprit is going to be here. We see a short here. And we do not. The last culprit that we can check for is here. And again, we see nothing there. So why did this amp suddenly lose its base? That's disappointing. I was hoping we could just fix this amplifier board and move on to another one. But, you know, if it's not one of the things that we checked by now, then it's maybe going to be something that we frankly could sink a few hours into and still not figure out. So what we're going to do is set this one to the side in my pile of parts to get to later. I should have a few amps sitting around here. Here we go. Ah, and would you look at that? This one has a ripped ribbon cable.
Wonderful.
that. Alright, let's just confirm really quick what the issue is with this particular amplifier. I believe it is a no power situation on this one. And sure enough, we've got a shorted Schottky diode there. So this amp will make a great candidate to get Chris's HomePod working again. Let's do some filters first. We'll get those replaced, and then we'll flip this around, knock out that dead diode, and then we'll put this pod back together. Oh, wife just pulled into the driveway. Ooh, if she finds out I'm still working on homepods, she's gonna be pissed. I'll be right back. I'm gonna help her bring stuff in. Alright, we are back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
How was the stuffing?
The stuffing was good. It was actually just a kid. They just went downtown.
Ah, nice.
So, we're gonna get Chris's HomePod put back together here. And then, since I already messaged Zach, we'll fix their HomePod next. And then we're gonna glue this iPad back together and save the rest for tomorrow.
Sounds fun.
We don't want to, fix everything today and run out of work for ourselves, do we?
I mean, that's up to you.
No, if it was all up to me, I'd be working 24/7.
Understandable.
But I wouldn't survive very long, and my wife and kid would not be very happy about that. Very much understandably so.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I got that flavor, where you start working on something and you could sit there and work through 3 meals and a two major historical events, and then you're like, all right, bring on the next one.
I mean, major historical events aren't. I mean, that's not really a metric anymore.
Yeah, when they're happening every other day.
Yeah.
Every 6 hours. And if you're not on Twitter, you don't know they're happening. That's what's frustrating too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad that I'm not on Twitter anymore.
I don't let the people that ruin it for me. I post my content. The people that enjoy my content enjoy it, and that's it. I don't usually do much else with it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess from a creator standpoint, that does make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
It's like in my case, I'm coming at it purely from like the user side, and on that side of it, it's like there's no point to.
No, you and like a lot of my friends just I couldn't, you can't just. Like, would you tell your mom to go check out Twitter?
I mean, I don't think I ever would have, but like, especially not now.
Especially not now.
Yeah. I'm just as surprised as you. I'm actually not that surprised. Nick's very cool to hang out with, so.
I just saw Stefan's message. Next stream, wife fixes HomePods. She broke my arms. Oh, yeah, she couldn't hurt a fly. I hurt a spider once, and I cried about it. Which way? Welcome back. Dumb question. It looks like a solid plastic under the mesh. I always thought the sound comes out from under the mesh, but it's a plastic wall under. How does that work? So, real quick, right? You got your woofer and stuff up top here. All that sits underneath your basket, and no issues with the subwoofer frequencies coming out the top here. You know, just another day in speaker world. But you've got your tweeter speakers. All the mids and high frequencies are coming from the speakers at the bottom here. And you have to flip your HomePod upside down to see what's going on there. And basically, yeah, we'll go ahead and take one of these tweeters out so you can see what that looks like as well. But your mids and high frequencies are all coming straight out of the very bottom of your HomePod, around here. And if we can get this tweeter out, I'm not going to do a good job of it. This was a totally garbage set of parts anyways, so don't worry about it. But if we take one of the tweeters out and we flip it upside down, that's where the sound is coming out, and it just shoots straight out the bottom of the HomePod and kind of curves around and out of the surface. So that's where all of your other frequencies are coming from. You've got the low end coming out the top, you've got the mids and highs coming out of the bottom. And that's why you don't typically want to sit it on like a carpet or a soft padded surface either, because that's going to absorb a lot of the high frequencies coming out the bottom.
Yeah. It's kind of similar to how like the iMac speakers work.
Yeah. Alright, let's glue this back together. I'm gonna brush this up after this stream. Try to get the rest of that dirt knocked loose and blown free so we can make this look nice and pretty for him again.
Understandable. What even happened in 2016? Like, doesn't seem like too much notable that you'd want to keep in your basement.
Yeah, I come from a different generation, so I don't have the same nostalgia for 2016 like you do, Stefan.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Well, there we go. Tin can be gone. Let's get Zach's HomePod here fixed up, and then we will wrap up that iPad and get out of here.
Okay.
Zach with no power. No lights, no power. We've got 5 watts at the wall, says the kilowatt meter. So that looks like the usual dead diode. Should be a pretty uneventful repair here.
Oh. I know time is linear, but finding out people were in second grade in 2016 just it's like a stab to the gut.
Yep. In 2016, I was traveling to Puerto Rico for work playing Pokemon Go on my jailbroken iPhone 6S.
Was I? Actually,
I forgot to put 2 screws in on Chris's display. Let me write that down. At least they're at the very top. Ironic that I was saying earlier,
Yeah.
The only time I forget screws are at the very bottom, and there I go forgetting the ones at the top.
yeah. It was a tee up for the people when they rewatched the episode to be like, oh, I remember that's the plot twist being hinted at.
That's called foreshadowing.
Exactly. Whatever happened to the first 3 shadowings? Sorry.
No, that was actually, I haven't heard that one yet. You were either sitting on that one for a while, or you're on top of your game.
I mean,
Ooh, that's some dust. Not as bad as Chris's, but
yeah. Wonder. I mean, I'm kind of mixed. Like, on one hand, 2016's not a year I want to relive.
yeah, me neither.
On the other, like, there is a lot of shit that I would go back and...
They were simpler times.
Yeah. That is like the one thing that it had going for it.
No, if we're talking about our golden years, I would have to pick like between 2009 and 2014 for me. I was peak physical health. I had to be because I was in the military, so they required it. But I was National Guard, so it was only 1 weekend a month. The rest of my time I was doing various jobs and hanging out with my friends if I wasn't in frickin', you know, if I wasn't just out of high school. So that was, that was that would be me freshman-ish sophomore year of high school. And then I dropped out of high school and promptly enlisted and got a job.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, 2009 was also my freshman year of high school. Fuck. I don't know if I'd consider any of my high school years peak. Yeah. I'm not that old. I'm still in my 20s. For this week.
Oh no, you're hitting the dirty 30?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah.
You'll forget that you turned 30, man. It's all downhill and sideways from here.
Yeah. I don't know, so far it's been, if anything, it's been an upgrade.
Well, like, I turned 30, and I promptly, within the same month, broke my toe, or I broke my heel. And then a month later, I got in the that lady smashed into me running a red light and totaled my Z.
Oh my god.
And then after that, about a month or two later, my bank decides to lock my account out of nowhere with no notice at the same time that I'm supposed to get paid and a whole bunch of bills are coming out. I'm trying to buy a home. It destroys my credit. And then they unfreeze my account out of nowhere. And they never told me why. They never told me why they froze it, and they never told me why they just unfroze it. And I just have to live with those consequences. I turned 30, and then and one of our 2 cats died.
Oh shit.
30 sucked.
You got fucking cannon launched into the ringer. Goddamn.
But hey, at least we can still fix homepods.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would say I would vote for between 2009 to 2013, 2014-ish, because that covers my last few years in high school, my having some fun messing around with my friends, doing stupid stuff, and then meeting my wife.
Yeah. I guess for me, like, very specifically, like, 2014 was pretty good, like, at least in the moment. Like, I don't know if I want to relive it, but, like, I have a lot of fond memories of 2014 specifically. A few in 2015 as well. I think 2015 was, like, when the friend group I was in was mainly playing Payday 2, so a lot of that.
It wasn't you that I kidnapped and took to SoccerCon. It was Wada, wasn't it? Or someone else.
Yeah, no. My only outing with you, well, the only con I went with specifically with you was AX 2017.
Or yeah, AX, Anime Expo. That's right.
And then I saw you. I went up and visited in 2018 and 2019, like while you were around, but I didn't go to those cons. I was just in the area.
Damn, I haven't been a con pretty much since those years.
Yeah. It's like, I remember, it's like, God, I think we all had it's like we all had everything ready, right in line for 2020, and then that was going to be a big one, because like, it's kind of funny, like, I dig through my group chats, and it's like the group chat title kept getting changed. It's like AX 2020 planning group, and then it went to AX 2021 planning group, and then it went to AX 2022 planning group, and then that did eventually happen. I actually did go to that one.
Just lock it when you go.
Y'all are silly.
Alright, well, if I'm gonna mess with your filters, I'll at least change the color of your HomePod while I'm at it.
What is your least favorite color?
What do you mean, like between the space gray and white?
No, I mean Stefan's least favorite color. for like what you dye it to.
Oh, he's got what? I think he's got one color, and the color that he wants is like super rare in Serbia and like really hard to get your hands on. Yeah, he's got space gray and he wants white. Clean white ones are hard to come by, as it is. So I think what I'll do is I'll just spray paint his gray one white instead.
Space gray had its moment, but I don't think it necessarily looks that great on the homepods. I do kind of agree that the like a pristine white one does look better.
I agree. I think the white one, a clean white one, looks better than a clean space gray. However, the space grays tend to age better, and if you're gonna pick a dirty white one or a dirty space gray, the dirty space gray is just gonna look better.
Yeah. Only the left one?
Yeah, there's something wrong with the left one, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Stefan, you shouldn't be joking about that. You're like 16, dude. You gotta watch yourself. You're around a group of adults.
I didn't even put it together. Oh shit.
I'm not touching.
Oh my god.
Stefan, nothing's getting touched.
Oh no. What? Dude, bro, what the fuck?
Oh no. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed this live stream repair. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, last ever.
Jeez.
That's a wrap.
Oh, I think someone left the YouTube stream. They thought I was real. That's good.
Oh shit.
That's good. Oh, my favorite, my favorite moments are when I make a joke and it's like it's totally harmless joke. We try to keep things not offensive here, and like you'll see like one or two people drop off the YouTube stream like they were clearly offended by something like as unoffensive as possible. And
Yeah.
I just want to know what did I do wrong. But also, I can also understand people that don't want to sit here and listen to me yap on about the same stuff, doing the same stuff over and over and over again, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to pick Stefan, I'll pick USPS over FedEx. I'll pick anything over FedEx any day.
Real.
It just blows my mind that they're still in business and they make money.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like,
I've ranted about this before, but multiple times I've bought like these replacement subwoofer gaskets. I used to buy them from a local place like 20-30 minutes away from me. And they ship with FedEx, and FedEx, instead of shipping it from whatever local warehouse here to my door in a day or two, they have to fly it to Memphis, Tennessee, where all FedEx packages go to get sorted, and then it gets redistributed from there. So it goes a block down my street, down to Memphis, Tennessee, thousands of miles away, and then back to me after a few more days when they feel like it. They couldn't ship dog poop from my front lawn to the trash can without taking it to Memphis, Tennessee first.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I've been talking this whole time, and I don't think I forgot any of the amp screws that time, Stefan. You'll be proud of me. Normally, when I'm talking, especially if I'm engaging with other people, I will forget the screws, as you saw us with the display screws on that last HomePod.
Yeah.
But here we go. I'll probably jinx myself and forget
I
something
mean,
here.
that's what makes it fun.
No.
Like-
If it's my stuff, yes, it's fun.
Yeah, true.
Bam, what is up? Welcome to the chat. Hope your Fortnite was fine. Maybe I'll try it one day. I just can't get into the whole building stuff as part of the combat.
Yeah, for me, I've never really taken to like massively multiplayer, like the online like arena
Like
battle royale
PUBG, yeah.
type game. I'm very much I like playing with people I know type.
Nah, see, I like to absolutely destroy people, and I don't want to do that to my friends. Like I like to make people like almost like angry at how good I am, and like give me an Xbox 360 with Halo 3 and SWAT, and I can give you an aneurysm.
Interesting exchange, but okay.
But if you just want to have fun, we can do Rockets on Ascension. No Banshees.
Funnily enough, this house like does not have any Xboxes in it.
That's a sin.
Very Xbox-less. It's like you have
You
two
still
broken PS3s, two Wii's, a Wii U, a GameCube, a PS2, and then 64, a PS5, a Switch, like 3 Switches, and like 4 PCs and 2 Macs, or 3 Mac, or 4 Macs. God, I can't even count anymore. Just Dance 2019. Was it the last one that they made for the Wii?
I'm having trouble connecting to the
Beautiful.
It's a little wild to me that the Wii versions kept going after they discontinued the Wii U versions. This is a really weird looking HomePod.
And now there's a Mac. There we go. There we go. No more pod for today, Stefan. I am not sorry.
Not even sorry, wow.
Okay, let's get this cleaned up real quick. It should be pretty easy.
Well, I guess Nick isn't gonna have amp screws then.
I've got plenty of amp screws. You can take all the amp screws you want.
What would Customs even think if you tried flying home with, like, an ass load of amp screws?
I mean, it's probably not the first time someone's done something like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just a bulk order of components. It wouldn't even take up that much space depending on how much you got.
That is not what I... God damn it.
Let's see. I got most of the adhesive off already when we took it apart. So that looks about ready. Before that, of course, we want to put this shield back on. See, and that's gonna go like this. Yeah.
Great, you'll see. That's the fun part. Can you puncture with the T5 pad?
Oh, we don't got a T6 here. This is a Philips 000.
Phillips. Ooh.
Take that off. Very nice. Let me make sure I didn't get... I don't want to smudge the front camera too.
That's fine.
Okay. And then...
You gotta leave your little seals. Like, have it... the camera always look a little bit off every time they try to take a selfie.
Gosh. If they ever even use it. Where is our adhesive? Here it is. Now, one thing I noticed is it says this is for the Wi-Fi one. I don't know if they're different. I didn't see an option for a different one when I was ordering them.
I didn't know they made alternates.
It would make sense because you have the antennas for cellular around the edge.
Yeah. That does make sense.
Okay, this one goes. On the bottom.
My wife uses an iPad for YouTube in the kitchen. I think that's about it, though, as far as like anyone I know. Well, actually, I know people who have them, but
Okay, I think it goes this way. Wouldn't it be easier if I did this with the screen off of it? Yeah, it probably would. But I already got it screwed down, I didn't think of it. Okay, yeah, I got this on the right side.
oh yeah.
Everything is lining up very nicely. Very good, very good, very nice. Yes, yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? See, this one goes up top. Alright, and the last one. This is, I believe, the difference between the Wi-Fi and cellular models, because I don't see how that fits as far as the exact cutouts. But it's not like it's not gonna work. Okay. Now we'll just go around and make sure it's all pushed in. Or stuck down, I guess I should say. Ah, this comes off too. Cool. They give you like multiple layers of plastic to mess with here.
It's like an endless unboxing.
It's not peeling. The freaking peel ripped. What's up with that, iFixit? You just made this infinitely more difficult.
Well, I fix it was supposed to be like
They're supposed to be the good
fantastic
guys.
and wonderful, and
There we go, I got it.
that's sick. Cool.
iFixit! And of course that one ripped. But we got it on this side. Alright, time for the... Before I stick it down, let's make sure it still turns on. It's turning on. We'll stick her down. I'm being very careful not to put any pressure on anything. I just want to make sure that it's going to close up without putting any, you know, we didn't leave something in there or a screw floating around. And then we squish it back together and snap a perfectly good screen. But oh, HomePod shirt.
Neat.
All right. There you go, folks.
That's an iPad.
The screen is absolutely flush with the body. As you would expect, we only replaced the adhesive strips. We didn't actually replace the screen itself. It's still an original screen. You say it's bent? I don't see it's bent. Looks fine to me.
Here. I think he's just trolling you.
Yeah, I think you're trolling me. Okay, folks. I am going to sit some stuff on top of this so that the screen sticks as well as it can with that new adhesive. But that's it. That's all we've got for here and now. We've always got more waiting to get fixed, of course, actually. But I hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Goodbye.